Good morning, teacher Horacio Ceniceros Garcia. My name is Jesus Velázquez, and today I'm gonna talk about the Starry Night, a beautiful piece of art created in June of 1889 by Vincent Van Gogh in the Saint Paul de Mossol Asylum in France. With nothing else to say, let's start right with the introduction. Because of his progressive works, Vincent Van Gogh is without a doubt perhaps the most famous painter ever. As a pioneer of the post-impressionism, he opened the path for other perceived artists and assumed a critical part in the evolution of modern art. Among his most popular pieces, we track down The Starry Night, a composition created towards the end of his short career, which holds a significant spot in the art history. To comprehend more about the tradition of this piece, we should investigate the specific circumstances and the impact it has on the people. How about we start? In the process of making this image of the night sky, represented by the bright moon on the right and Venus in the center on the left, Van Gogh based himself on new moods, expressions, techniques, and feelings that he never saw or felt before. He got his inspiration by viewing from his window at the Saint Paul Asylum, located in southern France, the place where he painted it. Here, the poor man went through a year in between 1889 and 1890, looking for recuperate from his problematic behaviors. He cut his ear during an epileptic attack. It takes place at night, yet the masterpiece, among hundreds that these artists made that year, was created in several sessions during the day, under entirely different atmospheric conditions. Created in Vincent's extraordinary style, it implements the oil on canvas technique, which additionally incorporates short brush strokes with a ton of paint, made with his old fine brushes and a palette knife, using artificial colors. This artistic approach is particularly evident in the sky, being composed of a collection of blue and gold tones. With this, we appreciate a night sky full of clouds and stars with undulating movements. Although it is believed that his way of expressing the painting with lines that generate movement is only to represent what he saw, in reality, this technique and colors usage show more than this. They transmit his emotions, visions, and moods because of the imaginary things that he saw. This person was brought into the world on March 3, 1853, in a small town of Netherlands, and died on July 29, 1890, in France. He was a perceived painter, generally considered the greatest in the literary current of post-impressionism. His striking color and emphatic brushwork powerfully influenced the current of expressionism in modern art. His work pieces turned out to be very well known after his demise, particularly in the late 20th century. With this said, let's talk about some interesting facts about his life. He went on to paint nearly 900 works in a decade, but not many of them were sold. In the beginning, he used models who posed for him, but due to economical problems, he had to continue his career doing self-portraits and drawing landscapes. How he lost his ear remains an unsolved mystery, but the main hypothesis is that he accidentally cut it off during a fight with his friend. In his works, the painter used to represent the complex mathematical concept of turbulence, still unsolved. He placed lighted candles in his hat so he could paint at night. In his paintings, we find the Bistro Terrace at Night, made in 1888 and located in Netherlands. It remains as one of the artist's most remarkable works. It is without a doubt the most acclaimed piece he made during his career. Sunflowers, 1889, Philadelphia. The taste for these flowers was almost an obsession for Vincent. Not only did he paint them in every kind of lighting, but each composition was done several times over. Farmhouse in a Wheatfield, 1888. When the artist arrived in Arles, south of Paris, he was immediately impressed by the view, and he sketched this landscape in a letter to his brother to show its beauty. Bedroom in Arles, 1888. This is one of his most known works. The vibrant color, the unusual perspective, the familiar and homely character make for a work that it is denominated as one of his favorites. Vincent has always been one of my favorite artists because his pieces have such a subjective meaning that everyone sees according to their mind. Of all his creations, the one that attracts my attention the most is the Starry Night, because its style, colors, and techniques make me reflect on myself, who I am, and what I will become in the future. Although this is not its purpose, this character also went through something similar when working on it. He observed, thought, and reflect as a source of inspiration. Perhaps this is the reason why he was so successful. His different mentality made him so unique. Well, that was everything for my presentation. I hope you like it. See you later.